Even for someone as composed and multifaceted as George Clooney, life occasionally delivers moments that defy preparation. At 64, the two-time Academy Award winner has led a life that spans acting, directing, producing, activism, and family commitments. Yet, last year, during a televised initiative promoting cancer awareness and preventative health, Clooney confronted a deeply personal revelation. It was not a role or a script that challenged him, but a routine medical screening that exposed the fragile nature of human health. This experience reshaped his public perspective on wellness and aging, showing vulnerability as strength. Advocacy becomes personal. The initiative brought together celebrities committed to promoting early detection and public health. Clooney approached the project with sincerity and a sense of responsibility, as he has done with past causes. Participants were encouraged to undergo comprehensive medical checkups intended to serve as preventative measures and public examples. Though no immediate diagnoses emerged, the screenings revealed irregularities that required follow-up. For Clooney, the routine tests became a stark reminder of human vulnerability. The experience emphasized that even those with access to top medical care are not immune to uncertainty, highlighting the universal importance of listening to one's body. Confronting uncertainty. In interviews following the initiative, Clooney described the emotional weight of waiting for results. He spoke about the quiet moments spent imagining outcomes and confronting the fragility of life. "It's not knowing that gets you," he reflected. Even someone renowned for composure and humor admitted to feelings of anxiety and vulnerability. These moments of reflection made him acutely aware of life's unpredictability. For Clooney, the experience was not about fear of illness, but about facing uncertainty, a universal human experience that often goes unspoken. It reminded him and others that proactive care can prevent small issues from escalating. Transforming anxiety into action. Rather than letting worry dominate, Clooney chose to convert anxiety into purposeful advocacy. He began speaking openly about the necessity of preventative care, emphasizing that fear should never outweigh the importance of timely screenings. "If I had skipped that checkup," he said, "I might not have known there was something worth watching." His approach reframed medical tests as acts of self-respect rather than vulnerability. Clooney's candidness resonated widely, showing that even the most public and admired figures face moments of uncertainty, and that addressing them responsibly can empower rather than frighten those who look up to them. A legacy of reinvention. Clooney's life has been defined by resilience and reinvention. Born in Lexington, Kentucky, on May 6, 1961, he grew up in a family immersed in media and public discourse. His father, Nick Clooney, a respected journalist, fostered a household where current events and personal responsibility were regular topics of conversation. George initially pursued journalism, but left college to follow acting, enduring years of uncertainty before his breakthrough. This foundation shaped a man who is confident yet grounded, someone who understands that success is never guaranteed and that persistence and adaptability are essential both on screen and in life. From television stardom to film icon, Clooney's rise to fame began with his portrayal of Dr. Doug Ross on the television series ER, which aired from 1994 to 1999. The role catapulted him into international recognition, but he resisted being typecast. His pursuit of film roles allowed him to explore complex, challenging characters. Works like Out of Sight and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou displayed his range, while Ocean's 11 solidified his status as a leading man capable of charm and depth. Clooney's career reflects intentional choices that align with his evolving values, emphasizing quality and purpose over routine celebrity, demonstrating the same awareness he now advocates regarding health and self-care. Health as a foundation for purpose. Clooney's experience underscores the connection between physical well-being and personal fulfillment. In an era where relentless schedules, global stress, and societal pressure often deprioritize health, his story is a reminder that self-care is essential. Regular screenings are not indulgences, they are acts of foresight. By speaking candidly about his own medical checkups, he normalizes vulnerability and encourages others to prioritize their well-being before emergencies arise. Clooney's narrative positions proactive care as a cornerstone for living fully, showing that attention to health enables, rather than restricts, a meaningful and engaged life. Redefining masculinity and strength. Through his candid reflections, Clooney challenges cultural norms around masculinity. Men, statistically less likely to seek preventative care, are often taught to equate strength with stoicism or avoidance of vulnerability. Clooney reframes this notion, presenting awareness and action as true markers of strength. His message is clear. Taking control of one's health is not weakness, but responsibility. By modeling honesty about fear and uncertainty, he encourages a broader cultural shift, where acknowledging vulnerability is seen as strength, and preventive actions are celebrated rather than stigmatized. Emotional resonance in public influence. Clooney's influence amplifies his message. Millions follow his career, both for his artistic accomplishments and public persona. By sharing intimate reflections on medical uncertainty, he transforms abstract health advice into a relatable narrative. His candidness provides emotional resonance, showing audiences that even those in privileged positions confront fear and impermanence. This humanization strengthens the impact of his advocacy. It is not the celebrity status alone that commands attention, but the sincerity behind the message. Clooney exemplifies how public figures can use visibility responsibly, inspiring action and reflection without sensationalism. Legacy beyond awards. While Clooney's professional accolades are extensive, his evolving legacy now encompasses public health advocacy and authenticity. By sharing his experiences, he adds a layer of humanity to a life often viewed through the lens of glamour and success. His story emphasizes that influence carries responsibility and that advocacy can be as meaningful as performance. In reflecting on uncertainty and the importance of routine care, he positions himself as both a role model and a fellow human, reinforcing that the most impactful legacies extend beyond professional achievements into areas that touch daily life and well-being. Strength through awareness. Clooney redefines strength as the ability to respond thoughtfully to vulnerability. He presents routine medical checkups not as reactive measures, but as proactive steps toward maintaining agency over one's life. By framing prevention as empowerment, he avoids sensationalizing risk while still emphasizing urgency. His approach encourages individuals to respect their bodies, anticipate potential issues, and take timely action. This perspective is particularly powerful because it balances caution with dignity, promoting informed choices without fear-mongering, and reinforcing that care for oneself is an essential component of living responsibly. The modern relevance of Clooney's message. In today's fast-paced world, Clooney's reflections are strikingly relevant. Social expectations often reward endurance and productivity, sometimes at the expense of personal health. His experience reminds us that pauses are necessary and self-care is essential, not optional. By speaking about medical vigilance with calm authority, he reframes health conversations in ways that resonate across demographics. His advocacy demonstrates that attending to one's body is a daily responsibility and that early attention can prevent future crises. Clooney's voice bridges celebrity culture and real-world action, encouraging a culture of care grounded in personal responsibility and foresight. looking ahead. As Clooney continues to navigate his professional, personal, and public life, his approach to health advocacy remains consistent, measured, empathetic, and factual. He leverages his platform not for spectacle, but for awareness. By demonstrating that even iconic figures experience moments of uncertainty, he fosters a sense of shared humanity. His example encourages reflection, self-respect, and preventative action, offering audiences a rare model of public responsibility. In doing so, he cultivates influence that is not superficial, but meaningful, showing that impact extends beyond performance into guidance that touches lives. Conclusion: listening to life. George Clooney's story, rooted in awareness rather than alarm, underscores a timeless lesson. No one is invincible, and taking care today shapes tomorrow. At 64, his enduring impact reflects not only his professional achievements, but also his thoughtful public advocacy. By speaking honestly about fear, vulnerability, and preventive care, he reminds audiences that strength comes from foresight and attention, not denial. Clooney's message is simple, yet profound. Respect your body, honor your time, and prioritize health. The quiet power of his advocacy transforms personal insight into a universal reminder to act before it's too late.